The turnovers. Take 2 of them, you win the game. You win the game. The fumbles, that can't happen. That's how they got 3 points, and then the interception on the 8-yard line. You don't have a touchdown, you don't get a field goal right there. So you got to walk away with something. And there's plenty others. There's 7, 8, 9 others too. But that's, you're playing a good team on the road, and you miss opportunities like that. And then the drop on 3rd down, I think we put the game away. Nobody wants to hear all that, but that's the reality of it. There's perception and there's reality. And we make the catch, our best player. Outside at the time, he's having a heck of a game, and he's just doing too much. That's fundamental. That's eye discipline. You don't catch a ball, like if this was a football, and I said, all right, hey, I'm going to throw you this ball. All right, John, all right, so I'm going to throw you the ball. You ready? All right, close your eyes. Boom. Well, why didn't you catch it? All right, because you can't see it. You physically catch the ball with your hands, but you really catch it with your eyes. Most balls are dropped in the last 6 to 12 inches on the flight of the ball because guys, they try to do too much instead of finish with your eyes. And this is a fundamentalist thing we coach, but heat of the moment, it's a routine play, and that's what we're not doing a good job of. Same thing in the screen game on the outside. It's routine stuff that we've got to be better. We're just not playing with a lot of precision in what we're doing. And, we haven't had that type of margin for error. And again, if we make 3 different plays and you're 3-0, it's still there. And you still got to clean stuff up and get better. But, hey, we're in a hole. We're in a hole, man. So we put ourselves in it. We got to battle our way out of it. But there's a path. It's not like we're getting run off the field, And these are good teams. And nobody wants to give the opponent credit. We're not entitled to win. You have to do what winning requires. And we have not done that consistently. It takes complementary football. It's winning the turnover margin. It's not having stupid penalties. All right? It's winning the big play margin. There's a lot of things that go into what you have to do to win. It's precision in your execution. It's fundamental stuff. But that play was huge because we were rolling. We were rolling right there, and I think we can put the game away. And but now you punt it, and we punt it to the 10, and they go 90. We couldn't get the ball back, and they take the lead. But then we respond. So that was a great response. On the road, everything's against you, and you go right down the field and score. I thought that was awesome. There was a lot of grit, a lot of toughness, a lot of great effort. There's a lot of will to win in that drive right there. Those are all great things. Those are all positives as a coach that you see. So, again, we're going to be a good football team. We'll be a good football team when it's all said and done. We didn't have a good first quarter, but I've never been in a football game they've called it after the first quarter. We got a long way to go, and this is going to be a good team when it's all said and done, because they care. They really do. These are great young men that have done everything to deserve to have a great year. But sometimes, balls, everybody's got good players. And, we schedule tough, and, that's just part of it. So we got to battle our way out. There's a lot of other teams out there, too, that, maybe hadn't had quite the start that they want. I watched the Chiefs go 0-2. They're going to be all right. I don't think they're going to panic. So let's go find a way to win a game and play the season out. And that's the reality is we've had one bad season here, and in 17 years as a head coach, we've had one bad season. That was 2010. That's just the facts. And we won 6 games, and that was a really painful year. We had 5 losses by 6 points or less, 5. One to the national champion at Auburn. That was a painful loss. And then those of you who were around here, y'all remember at Florida State that year. That was a guy kicked it from like 70. Dustin Hopkins, I think was his name. I'll never forget it. Was it? Yeah, it would have been good from 70. I just know we led the whole game. They never led in the game. and we get a pass interference. I think it was on Chris Chancellor or somebody at like third and Sensabaugh. It was like 3rd and 17, and they call a PI, which put them in position to kick this heroic field goal, and it was tough, man. So, I mean, listen, I know everybody's frustrated, but 17 years we've had one bad season. One. And that was 6 wins. The worst season we've had in 14 years is 9 wins. And that's happened one time. So, and it's not that we haven't had bad moments. It's not that we haven't had highs and lows. We've had highs, we've had lows, we've had bad moments. And I would say this is a bad moment. This is a bad little stretch. This is a low. But we've always responded. And that's how we've been able to we've had 14 years in a row with a postseason win. I mean, we're not perfect. But the reason and this ain't, we've been in this situation many times. I mean, I said this last night. We started out 2-3 in my first year. It was pretty negative around here. First of all, people didn't want me to get the job. So then you come out and go 2-3. That don't help things. That wasn't a very good thing, Tim. That was it negative then, Tim? They talking bad about old Coach Swinney? Yeah. Well, we went to the championship. In 2010, oh boy, we won 6 games, and nobody cares that you're. But I was more encouraged in 2010 than I had ever been because, I mean, we lost 5 games by 6 points or less, and I'm like, man, we're on the right track. I'm like, dang, these freaking dudes. I'm like, the leadership, I could see the culture. We're right there, and to just kind of learn how to win, you know. But Larry, you were probably talking really bad about me in 10, like ripping me. This guy's an idiot. What are we doing? Confirmed, affirmed, confirmed, and then 2011, hey, what happened? We started out 8-0 and win the ACC. But what happened that year? We lost 4 out of 6. Gave up 70 in the Orange Bowl. But we didn't, close up shop. We came back the next year and went 11-2. Lost to Florida State, lost to South Carolina. We came back the next year in 12 and lost to Florida State, lost to South Carolina. 13, y'all remember, we're 8-0 and we got the Taj Boyd showdown. And he's running boots when we're calling zone. And we're throwing pick sixes, and it was just a disaster, right? We're egging his house. I mean, it was like, the world, that was a bad moment. That was a low. But, we ended up being 11-2 and beat Ohio State in the Orange Bowl. And we lost 5 in a row to South Carolina. Boy, that was bad. I don't recommend that. That was really, really bad. But, we just kept going. And then in 14, we started out 1-2. We got this good team. We're supposed to be good. We were like probably a preseason top 15 team in 14 and got all these guys back, all these seniors. And, we Todd Gurley ran through us in the 4th quarter down there in Athens. And then we got to go to Tallahassee and same thing. I mean, lead the whole game. Y'all remember that? I don't know if y'all remember that game. 1st and goal on the 1. It's never happened to me in my life. Hopefully it never happens again. 1st and goal on the 1. And we ended up punting. We punted. Snap the ball, and then we get sacked. 1st and goal on the 1, and we punted. And then we said we're going to kick the game-winning field goal. We're inside the 20 or 25 or so, and we fumble the ball. So it goes to overtime. They freaking run that back off to the left side right there. And, I mean, it's like you're 1-2. That wasn't what we worked for. But you know what? That team rallied, man. Finished 10-3. Beat Oklahoma 40-6 in the bowl game, and then we went on a 5-year run, greatest run in the history of college football. But guess what? In 16, we lost one bad, and it was miserable, and it's all over. The world's coming apart. Everybody, Then in 17, we battled, lost a couple, lost up there at Syracuse. World's over. 18 and 19, we won 29 in a row. So, I mean, 21, we have a pick 6 to the national champion, lose 10-3. We lose in double overtime at NC State. Double overtime. Guy makes a one-handed catch falling down. Then we played bad at Pitt, but we're 10-3. We didn't quit. We battled. 22, we come back and win the league. 23, 200 plus, first time ever to lose a game like that at Duke. We lose in overtime. We lead the whole game against Florida State. Sack, ball falls out of the sky. Touchdown. We lose in overtime. Double overtime at Miami. I mean, listen, man, I pick 6 at NC State We're 4-4, and you got Notre Dame. What are you going to do? You quit? No, we fight. We're a great program because we've always responded. And we finished 9-4. It's the worst season we've had in 14 years. That's the worst season we've had in 14 years. How many ADs would sign up for that? How many AD? I know. So again, then we come back last year and we win the league again. We go back to the playoff. And right now, here we are. This is yet to be determined. This ain't written yet. I just say that, like, what's so bad about our program? What's so bad about it? Like, what's so bad about the worst season that we've had 14 years? How many programs in college football would sign up for one, and only once, 14 years of 9 wins? How many programs would sign up for that? In the playoffs, so we all talk about, we've been 7 times in 10 years. Who can say that? If we stink because we haven't played for the national championship since January of 20, well, I guess we stink. Or we haven't won it since January of 19. We haven't won the national championship. Well, then I guess we stink. But why are we held to a different standard from all these other teams out there who ain't ever won nothing? We're not perfect, and we may suck this year. We may lay a freaking egg and go 6-6, but I don't think so. And I know that's going to disappoint a lot of people, but I don't think so. All right? The reason we are, I think, the best program in college football is because we've always battled. We've always responded. We are not perfect. We've had some bad moments. We've had some bad little stretches. We've had some lows, and this is one of those. But we have a consistency, and we have a will to win and a fight and a program that is, to me, the model in all of college football. Our kids graduate. We got great people. They compete their butts off. They fight to the end. They respond. And that's why we're here. It's not that we've never had adversity. We've had lots of adversity. That's why when I say this program was built from adversity and for it, that's why. I've lived it. So I got faith. I got faith because I've seen it. And again, I got faith in the storm. And that's a little bit of a storm. It's disappointing. Again, and we could go schedule East University, West University, and South University, and everybody's all happy and peachy right now. But hey, we want to win at the highest level here. All right? And that's a part of the process. It's always been a part of the process. And you got to take the good, you got to take the bad, and right now we're in the bad with a walk-off 55-yarder and a very disappointing opportunity that we missed in the first game. But you give them credit, man. I give those teams deserved it. They earned it. They won it. And, let's respond like we always have. And let's let the story be written. So it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right.
The way you just defended